Welcome to this tutorial of XPST. In the next couple of minutes, I'm going to show you how to use XPST's command line functions to work with your data. If you want a list of all available functions, you go to Help in the XPST menu and you select the help file for command line functions. Here you find a list of all available options plus instructions of how to use them. Now we're going to use some of those to work up our data. Let's start with a silver 3D spectrum here. Now we're going to subtract a 2-gar background. According to the instructions here, we also need the cursors to do that. We press Ctrl Y to get the cursors, and we select them accordingly. Now we go directly to the command line and type 2-gar. The result of the 2-gar background subtraction is put to another wave, which has a T at the end here. You can repeat the procedure and you get a higher index up here. So you can repeat it as many times as you like to. The two waves are also saved in the same folder as the original waves, in this case root. Another function which is available is cursor cut. So suppose you want to cut out a certain region from your data. You select that region with the cursors. You go again directly to the command line and you type cursor cut. If you would have data in the XY format, not in the waveform format, which is very specific to Igor, you would have to type cursor cut XY. The result would be the same. We cut out a region from the spectrum here, and the result is saved to another wave, which again has the suffix C, and it's the first of its kind. If we repeat the procedure, we get another wave, now ending in C2. If you have lots of waves and you have many subfolders in the experiment, you might want to figure out where a specific wave is located. So you do that by putting the cursor to the wave. Now it doesn't matter which cursor, A or B. And you type where is. It will give you the absolute path of this wave. This time it's quite trivial because it's all in root. But if you have an experiment with many subfolders, it can be quite helpful. There are some other ways to, some other functions to work with. One which is particularly useful is wave overlap. It's supposed to get the overlap between two waves. I have peak 1 and peak 2 here. And now suppose I want to get the wave overlap. Again, I use the cursors to mark each wave. I go back to the command line, type wave overlap. Now I get an additional wave overlap between peak 1 and peak 2. If I append this wave, I can use that to generate transparency effects. In this way, you can generate rather nice-looking graphs that have an apparent transparency effect. You can explore also the other functions, and I hope that little tutorial put you on the right track.